everybody. It's Chancellor May and Lachelle, and this is Thursday Thoughts. We are going to answer some of your questions from this week. That is a popular question, I must say. I just answered this question for an Aggie reporter yesterday, and many people are asking. And the truth is, we don't have definitive answers yet. We do have a couple of working groups that we formed, one in operations for the campus and one on instruction, that are coming up with scenarios. They're doing scenario planning to establish what we will be able to do in the context of the constraints that will be imposed on us by public health officials from the state and the county. So above all else, we want to make sure whatever we do is safe, but we'd like to get the campus reopened and closer to what we would think of as normal operation. Now, there are going to be three really important things we have to consider as we try to do that. One is testing. We have to have pervasive testing for our students, our faculty, and our staff. We also have to have contact tracing, which is tracing the path of people who may have tested positive, so we know who they've been in contact with. And finally, we have to have the ability to isolate. And isolation includes quarantining, it includes social distancing, it includes wearing masks. All those sorts of things will probably be in place. But we'll let you know as we find out what the fall will look like. We're trying to get the campus reopened in a safe manner and get as close to normal as we can under those conditions. Well, you may be surprised to know that this spring we actually have 500 or 600 students living on campus, many of them international students who either chose not to go home or could not go home for whatever reason. But we are working on something we're calling Quarter in the Cloud for our incoming students who are unable or to be physically on campus, and that will be a good solution for those students as well. It'll be very similar to what we're doing now with the remote instruction, but that's what we're thinking about. Nothing definitive has been decided yet, but that's a possible option for them. Well, you must have noticed we have a piano in the residence, and from one of our previous Thursday Thoughts, Lachelle plays the piano.
Yeah, well, our daughters took lessons when they were younger, and they haven't played for a while, but it's nice. They visit and may dabble a little bit. The piano was donated by Barbara Jackson. For many of you who know who visit the Mondavi Center, Jackson Hall, it's named after her. She was so gracious to donate this before she passed. But it's nice to have it here because various visitors will play, like a football player, a soccer player. Ken plays sometimes.
Ken Burtis, he's actually the faculty advisor to the chancellor and the provost. Yeah.
He plays a lot. So it's nice to have people just come in. We have a random concert in the house.
Yeah, I don't play. Our kids don't play. Our kids once tried to play, but that's kind of a myth. They like to have recitals. They didn't like to practice, so you can imagine how that went.
That's right.
But it's nice having the piano for sure. Let's see. Good question.
I just exercised, yeah.
Just exercised.
Yesterday I did a 22-mile bike ride. That was pretty intense considering it's getting warmer. But today I did what's called a 1,000-point workout where you do 100 reps of 10 things. Like I did 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 jumping jacks, and you do 10 of those, and it's a pretty intense workout. And then I followed up with a quick 2.5-mile run. So that's one thing to do.
So I don't work out with her because she goes too far. She's she always does the most. I just run. I run about a 3-mile route on campus. I have an embarrassing fact though. Last week I always stretch before I run because I stretch out my hamstrings and my quads and my calves. And I was doing a hurdler stretch and stretching my hamstrings, but I actually pulled my hamstring while stretching to not pull my hamstring while running. So that means I'm getting older, and you have to be careful out there when you get old.
Mm-hmm. And hydrate. Hydrate.
Yeah. Wow, what a great sentiment to express to us, new Aggie. Welcome to the campus. We think the campus is wonderful also, and we can't wait to see you. Can't wait to get you here.
We're excited to have you.
Yeah.
We look forward to incoming class. I feel bad that this incoming class, like our daughter, couldn't have a graduation or high school graduation, but things will turn around. It'll be good in September.
Yeah,
I'm positive about this.
We are optimists, and we're looking forward to things turning around and getting better. And we look forward to greeting all the new Aggies on what really is a wonderful campus and a wonderful learning environment. So that's it for this week. Stay safe out there, Aggies, and go Ags.